Hello everyone, it's Bia, your favorite sustainable, ethical, anti-fast fashion, and environmentalist fashion content creator and educator, both here on YouTube where you're watching this video, as well as on Instagram and TikTok, both of which are linked in the description down below, and I will talk more about it at the end. And in this video, we're back for the first time in styling room corner, which is just my bed, but 'tis okay because I don't have that much room in my house. And that obviously means I'm not doing a how to DIY video or a DIY tutorial. And in this video, I'm doing a styling video. But I'm not really doing a styling video. Instead, we're going to talk about some fall essential outfit pieces that I know you have in your closet, so you don't be telling me you don't have them in your closet. Also, I made this headband, and if you guys want a tutorial on how to make headbands like this out of fabric, please let me know. I will gladly make one and post one for you guys. But let's roll straight into the video and get right into the outfit essential pieces with the first thing we're going to talk about, which is plaid skirts. Obviously, as you can tell, I have a lot of them. And these are something that I wear all the time in the fall and winter months because I live in Pennsylvania. And yeah. There's a lot of different styles and cuts and fabrics you can get these in, and I have an example for a couple of these. And if you don't have these are in abundance at thrift stores, and you can find so many. Most of the ones I'm going to show you guys, or you'll see me wear, are in fact from my local thrift stores, or I made them. This is also something you can make because plaid gingham fabric is so easily accessible for so cheap on so many online fabric stores, or you can go to thrift stores and find plaid sheets. But I'll talk more about that if I make a tutorial on how to make these headbands, because this is out of a sheet, but we'll talk about that in another video. So the first type is your standard A-line pencil style mini skirt. This one, obviously, as you can tell, is a yellow one with black and white details. This is a piece that I thrifted at a local thrift store. This is a piece from the brand No Boundaries, which is the Walmart store brand. This is a size up for me. So if you're like myself and you're usually between an 8 and a 10 at a place like H&M or a modern fast fashion store, you should probably size up because I've noticed Walmart sizes are like that. I grew up poor with clothes from Walmart. I get it, guys. This also has a zipper in the back. If you are like me and you have a bit of a sensory issue with buttons, not a big one, but if you do have sensory issues with buttons, I've noticed that if you look for ones with zippers, they tend to be a lot easier, a lot more comfortable, and a lot more accommodating to those said sensory issues that you might have. But that's just a side note. These are really cute, and they can be styled in so many different ways with so many of the other fall fashion essential pieces that we're going to talk about. But yeah, this is your standard plaid pencil skirt. You definitely either own one of these or can go find it secondhand at a thrift store. The next one is a bit longer. This is just above the knee. This is a piece I made to show you how easy skirts are to make. This is simply a zigzag stitch down the side and then a rolled hem stitch. Obviously for me, this piece is a bit big in the back. I made this with draping. I would not recommend making this with draping. If you're going to make a pencil skirt, especially a plaid one, and you want it to look nice, I would recommend you find a pattern online. There's plenty of good mini skirt patterns. But for me, I simply made this by draping using a design of my own, and I'll find ways to style it in a video coming up here. This is something that obviously it matches the fabric with a headband. If you would like a tutorial on how to make plaid skirts like this or a headband like this, I said this before, but let me know in the comments. I am very open to making more of these for a tutorial. But yeah, here's an example of a little bit of a longer pencil skirt plaid skirt. Or that is a pencil plaid skirt that is very easy to make and that you can find in your local thrift stores, or you can make it. Especially if you want to customize length, it can be very hard to find them at a longer length that would be good for more business attire, or those of you that are like myself and have very, very fat thighs. So humble brag. Next up, we're going to talk about next up we have this plaid skater skirt. This is low-key. I bought this 2 years from Amazon and I've been wearing it ever since. I would 100% recommend that you go and find these at a thrift store versus instead of Amazon. Besides Amazon being fast fashion, there are so many other environmental, social, and moral bankruptcies and failings within Amazon. But yeah, a plaid skater skirt is an essential, and they're really cute, and they can keep you warm, especially if you wear them with the next fall fashion essential we're going to talk about. And that is tights. I'm obviously not going to get out every single one of these tights in my tight bin and show you guys. I have a pair of tights on right now. I wear tights all the time in the fall, winter, and spring, and because they make it so much easier to wear and style your summer and spring pieces for fall and winter. I am always wearing tights in the winter. There are so many cute outfits you can do. Like a good skirt and a turtleneck combo, which we'll talk about in a bit. Like a good skirt and a sweater, a pair of tights, and a pair of docks, and boom, you have a perfect fall alternative outfit formula. Yes, I know it's almost winter. Shut up. And for those of you wondering what I determine as fall in the fashion sense, I'm going to put this in the description as well. I determine fall from being October to mid-December. I live in Pennsylvania where it gets very cold in December, and it gets depressing because we never fucking get snow. It's actually, right now outside it's 30 degrees, which is why I have a turtleneck on. But obviously tights. Tights are the main thing we're talking about right now. There are so many different styles of tights that you can get, that you can wear in the spring and fall, the winter. There's so many cool things you can do with tights, so many cool colors, color combos, layering ideas. Most of my tights are black or some other... I have a couple funky pairs of tights that I wear for my 60s looks, or outfits that I want to bring a more 60s retro mod look style into with color. I have mostly black tights. I've got a bunch of cool tights of fishnets. These are a really good fall fishnet if it's not too cold because they're knitted. So if you're looking for good fall fishnet tights, I recommend you look for ones that have tighter netting because those can actually keep you warm. Obviously, I have a lot of pairs of cool funky tights. It's with, maybe they have gems on them, maybe they have little bows on them, bats, mustaches, whatever it may be. Tights are something that you can probably get at a thrift store, but I'm not going to recommend. Just go loot your mom's closet or buy them from an ethical, sustainable tight or hosiery brand, which is one of the reasons I don't show myself just putting on tights on here, because people have hosiery kinks. It's weird to me having a hosiery kink. But that's all for that. The next thing we're going to talk about is maxi skirts. I have a lot of maxi skirts. This is just a small collection of my most standout maxi skirt pieces that I have in my closet. I have a ton more in my closet that I could show you guys, but these each represent a different style of maxi skirt that I like to wear and would definitely say is a fall essential. These are an essential just for the same reason plaid skirts are. They're cute, they're classic, and they're a staple, and they can be worn with a pair of tights and a cool funky pair of shoes. The first kind of maxi skirt we have is actually not a maxi skirt, it's a black midi skirt. If you're alternative or goth in any way and you want a really good staple piece for every single season that can be styled in so many different ways, look for a standard black maxi or midi skirt. This is one of my favorite midi skirts because it has this really cool asymmetric hemline. It flows, it moves really well. It has an elastic waistband, so it's not irritating to me. This is so good for your alternative looks because it's just plain black. It can be styled with so many different necklaces, belts, bracelets, earrings, hair accessories, and shirts and shoes, and all kinds of ways that it can just work as a really, really nice baseline alternative basic. And I would recommend this for anyone that wants to wear them and wants a really good fall alternative basic. Is a black maxi skirt, and you can wear it with a pair of tights if it's cold. Because I get it, guys. Once again, I live in Pennsylvania. I do not live in California. YouTube thinks I live in Nebraska, though. Do I look like I'm from fucking Nebraska? I'm gonna get so censored because I just swore there. I'm gonna bleep that. So if you're watching this post-edit and I didn't bleep it, you heard I sweared, but if you're watching this post-edit and I did bleep it there, I did swear. I said the F word. But anyway, the next kind of maxi skirt is a very standard classic floral maxi skirt. I really, really like these. These are so good for my Western boho alternative, Western alternative looks. I wear a lot of these, especially this one. I've had it for 2 years maybe before I got really into fashion, especially alternative sustainable fashion. It's such a fun piece. I can wear this with any of my black shirts, and it really, really makes this skirt stand out. And I would 100% recommend thrifting a maxi skirt, especially a floral patterned one. Most of my floral patterned maxi skirts, actually most of my maxi skirts in general, are thrifted or bought secondhand. Next up, we have another floral maxi skirt. This one is I bought this secondhand on Depop. It is a bit of a different style. As we can tell, this one is a lighter colored, more, I guess you could say boho-ish floral skirt, but this one is more dark, more whimsy-gothic. If you go to my Instagram and you go look at my first day of school outfit, I wore this skirt, and there's a video on this YouTube channel of me styling that said outfit. This is one of my favorite skirts in my collection because I can wear it for both goth, whimsy-gothic, and boho looks, and it can look so different and make an outfit so different based on the way I style it. So I definitely recommend getting a dark colored skirt like this that has a floral pattern if that is more your jam, or just a floral skirt in general because they're cute. So, and we have one last maxi skirt to talk about, and this is one that a lot of people are going to call me crazy. It's denim. This is actually not a maxi skirt, it's a midi skirt. But denim skirts come in so many different styles. You've got the early 2000s Y2K styled thoughty mini denim, the normal, like, I look like I cut a pair of shorts into a skirt, which I did. Skirts, you've got the denim midi skirts, you've got denim maxi skirts, and they come in all different kinds of washes. This is actually the only long denim skirt that I own. I love it. But denim skirts can be hard to style because they can make you look very fundy, very Mormon, very like, I have 17 kids and I'm Michelle Duggar. Do you guys know the Duggars? I'm like low-key obsessed with the Duggars. And like Christian fundamentalism and how it works in fashion. Do you guys want a video essay on that? I would love to make video essays on fashion. I would love to. I have a Substack, by the way, where I post about this kind of stuff. Anyway, you can find these at thrift stores. I'm pretty sure I thrifted this 2 years ago at this point. These can be really fun. You can upcycle them and turn them into all new kinds of outfits and clothing. Or you can just style them. They're really good for 70s looks or 80s looks because they were worn so frequently in the 1970s and the 1980s. The only thing is, I would not, if you live in the state of Pennsylvania, I would not recommend wearing them with big chunky boots because then you will look like an Amish person. And the Amish will think you're one of them, especially if you're white. Anyway, sorry for another day. If you want to know my story about the time I wore this, just hang out with Amish people and they tried to convert me. And the next and the final fall fashion piece that is a piece that you traditionally wear on your lower half of your body that we have to talk about is something that you know this was coming. Jeans. There's so much you can say about jeans. I could make an entire video just talking about jeans, the styles, the types, the cuts, the colors, the washes, all of that, because jeans and denim, especially the American denim industry, is one of our most profitable industries in the entirety of fashion history on this continent, to be fair, because we're including Canada. I love you, Canada. I love you. I love you. It's okay. I know you have crippling daddy issues with the UK leaving you all those years ago. But let's start by talking about I'll talk about the styles. So this is a pair of 70s inspired, well, they're called retro inspired, but they're definitely 70s inspired jeans that I bought from Express in New York a couple years ago when they were on clearance. These are a size too big for me, believe it or not. These are a size, hold on, let me actually see what size these are. These are a 6, but they're called 70s flare high rise. If you're looking for a retro inspired outfit, I would definitely recommend buying a pair of high-rise flare jeans because they look very 70s and they can definitely set your style and your outfit to 70s. There's so many more fashion content creators who simply talk about denim on this platform and on TikTok. So go look at them. I'm in no means am I a fashion expert or an expert on denim. There are people who have dedicated their lives to studying the history of denim jeans, but obviously this is one of my favorite pairs. It's a mid-wash. You'll notice most of the jeans I show in this video will either be a mid-wash or a dark wash. I don't really like light wash. I have trouble styling it. Also, I think it makes me look like a man. So, obviously we have a pair of mid-wash, high-rise 70s flares. That's a good That's a pair that I'd recommend going to buy a pair of mid-wash jeans. These are a fall staple. They're also a winter staple. You can style them in so many different ways. Jeans in general, you can style them casual, formal, fancy, business professional. You can't style jeans business professional. What am I saying? Business casual. The next pair I have are a pair of, these are more modern flared. These are simply flares. These are belts. These are small flares. Please ignore the roll hem breaking on these. I am very, very mad at the company that made this because there's so many tears and I've only had these 2 years. But obviously this is another jean staple. This is a more modern, classic jean staple. I wear flare jeans a lot. They're comfy. Shut up. These are obviously a dark wash pair, so if you're wondering, these are the same wash. This is considered dark wash because black jeans, if you see a jean where the denim fabric color is black, that's considered black wash. If you want me to nerd about jeans for 20 minutes and you want to hear a video where I'm just yapping about the styles of jeans, the rises, the types, the washes, all of that stuff, let me know in the comments or by DMing me on Instagram. I will respond. Just don't be mean because I'll be snarky. We have one last pair of jeans to talk about, and this is a different cut and a different style. I just bought these, and this is what inspired me to make this video. We have bootcut jeans. Bootcut jeans are a really, really nice cross between skinny and flare. They're a level before flare that doesn't look skinny unless you have very fat at ankles. They come in so many different brands and styles, and they're really starting to trend now. They're big in the Y2K era. This is a pair of high wash ones I just bought off Depop, which I mostly bought because the pockets are rhinestoned. I love rhinestone pockets on jeans. They're so cute. But anyway, these are a rhinestone pocket pair. They're by the brand Bamboo. They are so cute, and I'm going to make a video styling them at some point, I promise. And a tip for storing jeans that I'm going to show you guys is zip up the flies. When you store your jeans, please, please, please zip up the flies. If you would like a video on how to care for your jeans, let me know. I can make one of those. I love my pants. I love jeans. I put my jeans through the ringer. There. Also, you don't need to buy new pants and jeans every year. I just want to take the next minute to talk about this for a bit. Don't buy new jeans and pants every year. The only exception is if you're like a railroad worker, a blue-collar worker, something like that. The next fall fashion essential that you'll probably need is hair accessories. I have one in my hair right now. This is a simple fabric headband that I just tie on here. Fabric headbands and bandanas are great for us curly girls. Obviously, my hair is looking very flat lately. It's winter. There's no humidity in the air. I live in central Pennsylvania, okay? And another really fun one is bows. You can make these. You can buy these anywhere. You can probably find these in thrift stores. But I would definitely recommend that you make these. I bought this from Hot Topic, but it's cute, so shush. I've talked about Hot Topic and the harms of Hot Topic before. I don't think I have to address this in that video again, but obviously bows. Bows are really cute and a really, really good fashion essential that I would recommend you go out and buy. Next thing we're going to talk about is something I absolutely love, like any girl. And if you haven't guessed, it's shoes. As you guys know, I made a whole video talking just about my shoes a couple months ago. Go watch that if you want to see them. I have a bunch more shoes, so I'm going to remake that video soon. I love shoes. There's so many different fun ways to style them, and they can really bring an outfit together, especially in the fall. I personally like looking for shoes that are practical and cute, which is why I would definitely recommend looking at vintage shoes. If you're like myself and you're pigeon-footed. Yes, I'm pigeon-footed. You guys don't know. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple different pairs of shoes and talk about how I style them here. Obviously, this is not all my shoes. This is just a couple that I like wearing in the fall. This first pair is a pair of lace-up heels that may or may not be vintage. All I know is that I found these at a local curated vintage store. It is located in Carlisle, PA. If you are interested, it is called the Carlisle Vintage Emporium, I believe. And I would definitely recommend you go check that out, especially if you're into vintage fashion. They have so many great sellers with so many great pieces. Not just for fashion, for room decor, for home decor. They have so much great vintage stuff there. And I 100% recommend if you're from Central PA or you just live in Pennsylvania in general, or you're planning on taking a trip to the incredible city of Carlisle later, or you're a Dickinson student because they offer a student discount, that you go to there. But anyway, this is a pair of lace-up round boots. Most recently, these were featured in a Jackie Burkhart from that 70s show Halloween costume. These give me either 70s vibes or Y2K inspiring the 70s. But anyway, these are great, really cute. I love them. One of my go-to pairs of platform heels. Okay. Next pair of shoes we have are these heeled pointed toe small Western cowboy boot like boots. I don't really know what to call these. When I bought these on Depop, they were labeled as cowboy boots with a small heel. I love these. I wear these. I don't wear these as much as I should. When it gets to the point where I start dressing a little more Western boho, after Christmas probably, I will probably wear these more. And I would love to style these, but obviously if you like Western, cowboy boots are like the maitre d' of Western styles and Western fashion. So they're obviously a fall essential, but these are just some of my favorite boots. I have a couple different pairs of cowboy boots like this. Unfortunately, they're all pointed toe. I am not a poser. Once again, I'm from Pennsylvania. I grew up pretty country. You didn't know. But obviously, I just bought these boots because I think they're cute and I like them. And I would definitely say that any pair of boots is a fall essential. Combat boots are another fall essential that I have and wear a lot. Obviously, I'm not going to take my shoes off on camera because there's some weirdos on the internet, girls. Okay, and guys too. There's some weird girls on the internet. But obviously, yeah, a nice pair of heeled boots is a great fall piece and it's a great fall essential. Next up, we have Converses. Any sneaker. These are a pair of red Converse that I got at that same vintage store in Carlisle. I'm not sure if these are vintage or not, but whatever, they're adorable. They were like 20 bucks. They are so cute and I wear these a lot. But yeah, these are red Converse. My most recent fit that these were worn that was featured on my platforms is on my Instagram. It was an outfit that I wore these with a Guns N' Roses band tee. If you have a shirt with red, I would definitely do the sandwich method and match your Converse, the color of your Converse to the color on your shirt. For me, I did these because I don't wear them enough and I like them, and they're the platform, like the sole, I think is what this is part of the shoe is called. Once again, no formal fashion knowledge here, guys. It's very thick, very comfortable for my wide flat feet. So obviously sneakers are another great fall essential. They're actually more like an all year round fashion essential. And the next fashion thing we get to talk about is something that I love and literally wear so much year round. It's just a fashion essential at this point, not just fall. Belts. I wear so many belts. Belts are obviously functional because they're meant to hold your pants up, your skirts up, whatever. Or they can be used to cinch it. Personally, I like to use both mine for the functionality of it, but you want them to be cute, right? Because you want them to look good. There's so many different types and styles of belts. I love collecting belts. I actually, in addition to collecting shoes, one of the things I collect is belts. So obviously, there's a bunch of different types here that work for a bunch of different styles that I incorporate my personal style that I'm going to talk about. And there's obviously one more. I'm not going to talk about it, but because you guys know it. First up, this is a studded belt. My future children, if I have them, are just going to hurt. I'm joking. I would never belt my children. I do not believe in child abuse. And no one else should too. Don't believe in child abuse, guys. Child abuse bad. I have a hole popped here that does not have an eyelet on it, but I popped this for myself because this is where the belt fits me. This is a studded belt. I bought this from Hot Topic a while ago, but I still wear it. I love studded belts. You can get them anywhere. You can find them in thrift stores. You can find them on Depop and Vinted and all those other online secondhand resale platforms that are really cool and all that. And I would definitely recommend you look into getting a studded belt if you like to wear belts and if you're alternative, because this has been an alternative staple since the early 2000s. Next up, we have this brown leather belt that I stole from my father. I have no idea where it was bought from. I have no idea the brand. Whatever it is, I stole this from my daddy, and he's never getting this back because I love this one. I have stolen a bunch of belts from him. I wear this a lot in my 70s inspired looks and my vintagey retro looks because I think it is one of my favorite belts for that, because it has a very 70s leather look to it. It may even be actually vintage. I don't know. My father is vintage, guys. My father was born in 1970, okay? Don't blame me, guys. Obviously, this is all the sizing information. I'll leave this up here while I talk for a second. If you want to screenshot that and look for where it's from and you want to tell me, go ahead. If you don't, just want to do it for yourself, find a similar one. I don't care. But yeah, it's real leather, which is made in the USA, which is one of the reasons I want to think it's vintage. If you guys are interested in a video on how to look for if things are vintage based on tags or markers like that, let me know. I can make one. But yeah, this is just a brown leather belt that I stole from my father that I wear a lot. Next one is a belt that I wear for a lot of my Western looks or just my casual looks because it fits really nice and it's not loud. but it's a simple brown Western looking belt with a metal tag and a metal buckle with this carving on it. It's really cute. And I bought this secondhand off Depop. And I have a few more essentials here, and I'm just going to pull them down. And they're all shirts. So now we've completed the lower half, and we get to talk about stuff you wear on your upper half that are fall fashion essentials. Or at least my personal fall fashion essentials. Sweaters. I love sweaters. This is a crop sweater. I wear this more in spring than I do fall, but sweaters are so easy to find at thrift stores, and if you know how to knit or crochet, you can even make your own. I don't knit or crochet because I have enough hobbies as is. This is probably one I either bought secondhand or have had forever. It's a simple distressed cropped sweater. I wear this a lot. It works really nice with a dress or a black maxi skirt. And the next, also turtlenecks and turtleneck sweaters like the one I have on here are great for fall and winter. More for late fall and early winter because they're so comfy and they're warm and they help keep you warm and keep your body heat in. And the next one we have is long sleeve shirts. I have 2 examples of long sleeve shirts, but I own a lot of long sleeve shirts. And yeah, this is something I would recommend. So this is just a simple black ribbed long sleeve top with a little lace trim on the neckline that has and features a scoop neck from Gap. I got gifted this from my mom. I wear this a lot. It's one of my alternative staple pieces and probably one of my personal style staple pieces. So yeah, I would definitely recommend looking for long sleeve shirts with really nice necklines that you can use to spice up your outfits rather than just black t-shirts with standard crew necklines. And the next one we have, this shirt I got at a local thrift store. It's a long sleeve kind of silky peasant top, peasant blouse kind of thing. I wear this a lot with my emo looks, my goth looks, my scene looks. In general, I wear this little shirt a lot. And I have one last fall fashion essential to talk about. And this is like literally the thing you should own if you don't take anything else from this video or don't buy anything else similar to what I've styled or what I've shown in this video. Please buy this. And it is a winter coat. I don't care what type, but if you live on the East Coast, you should own or have purchased a winter coat by now. It is cold. I've lived in Pennsylvania most of my 16 years of my life, and I think the thing I've owned the most of in my life has been winter jackets because of the fact that I have lived in Pennsylvania. This one right here, I do not know the brand. I've had it for 2 years. I got it for Christmas. The brand tag says Universal Threads, which is the Target store brand. I would recommend buying a winter coat because it's a winter coat and you should own a winter coat. But I would definitely recommend buying a winter coat that has fur and a thick lining because that helps keep you warm. I just recently purchased 2 denim jackets with a Sherpa lining that I will talk more about in another fall and winter fashion essentials video if you guys would like me to make one. Or I will just style in a video. But that is all from me for this video, and I now have to do an outro. We have come to the part of the video that I hate doing, but is the most important part because no video is complete without an outro. I know this video was quite long and it was a lot of me yapping, but I really, really wanted to talk about fall fashion essentials because it is something that I think you all should look into buying, some of the pieces in this, because they are things that I style and wear a lot in the fall, and I thought it would give you ideas of things you can wear. Next week's video will be a fall fashion lookbook that you guys can look into wearing outfits from. And I would love if you guys buy or style any of the pieces and you share them with me. That would make my heart absolutely glad. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was as fun for you to watch as it was for me to watch, to talk about these pieces and show them to you guys. If you did like this video, please like it because that tells myself and the YouTube algorithm that you like content like this and you want to see more content from me. If you want to see more of my face, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below because that is something that motivates me and it also gets you notified when I post new videos since I post a new video every single Wednesday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm about DIY fashion, styling, or fashion tips with a more alternative fashion focused lens. Down below in the description, you will see links to my social medias in a link tree. You can go ahead and click that. Some of the links that will be in there were obviously the Instagram and TikTok that I talked about earlier. Those are the platforms I'm most active on. 2 times a month, I upload a Substack piece about a written Substack piece with a narration done by me about something that I'm passionate about, that maybe politics, maybe history, maybe fashion, or maybe the intersection of all of them. Maybe arts, maybe a travel review. It is whatever it is. I run a blog on Substack that is also linked in my link tree down below that I would love for you guys to watch. And I am considering launching a podcast, so if you would like me to launch a podcast, please let me know. Anyway, that is all from me, and I hope you have a fantastic day.